What's up?
How's it going?
It's going. Oh, let's see. Everybody's joining the last minute, literally. So let's get those cameras turned on. Randy, how you doing? Yu-Chin? Who else is going to turn on their camera? For 1,000 points today. Good thing points don't matter, right? How you doing tonight, Pauline?
I'm doing good. How are you?
Pretty good. Raise, what's going on?
I'm fine. I'm fine. Thank you for asking.
Felicia? Hello.
Yeah, I'm fine.
Did Jennifer finally make it? She was buffering there for a while. Couldn't make it in the room. Umesh, what are you doing? Did I say that right? Not even close?
Yep, almost right.
All right. Almost right. I like that. Chulin, you got your gamer headset on?
No, just for me to hear clearly.
Yeah. All right, I got 30 people in here. We'll give it a few more minutes. So anything new and exciting happening? We are week 7. 3 more weeks are left. You guys most of you guys graduate, right? Maybe, no. Except for that C in accounting, right? Or my favorite is the economics class. I had advanced algebra and calculus. That was always a fun one.
Oh boy. Mine is 207. That's my issue.
When I went back to graduate school, I hadn't had a math class in like 20 years. I'm sitting here doing advanced algebra and calculus and going, what the hell is this stuff? I don't even think I did that before.
Yeah. Some of these instructors, they think we are statisticians or mathematicians. We are just MBA students.
I know. We had, I had a guy from Claremont Graduate School teaching the economics class. He was an economics professor, and he thought, Well, I just teach my graduate class to these guys since they're all graduates, right? So one economics problem was 3 pages long, and all it was is just numbers and symbols. And between that and the statistics class, I think I studied about 45 hours a week. All right, shall we get this ball rolling on this? Still got about 10, 15 people out. We'll let them in. So tonight, I'm not going to talk that much at all. I'm going to let you guys do all the talking, so we should get through everybody. So I think Rice is going to go first with, you're going to do two or just one?
Just one. One would be good.
Just one. You were whining last week that you didn't get a chance to go.
Yeah, but I was wondering then. Really, my question was whether if we did it this time, it would be it would be the other one. That was my real issue.
All right, I'll let it slide this time. So we're going to start with group 10 and work our way backwards.
Actually, I was going to be number 2. You said number 9. There was a group 9. I'm willing to do it, but there was a 9. And after that would be me. But if you call me, I'll do my best.
That's okay. I want to make sure everybody gets a chance to present tonight. So
Okay.
you guys are getting a lot better on your presentations, which are good. Your reports are starting to get a little bit more organized, a little better, a little more focused, which is the whole point of the class, right?
Exactly.
And so as we progress, I talk less and you guys talk more.
Okay, so I'll go. I'll go. So first of all, what's going on?
Wait, we're not going to go yet. I'm going to talk. I'm going to present a few things, and then I'm going to turn it over to you.
Okay.
So we'll take a break around about 8:15, between 8:15 and 8:30. But we're going to do presentations before that. Questions, concerns before we get started? All right. Let's get started. All right, so we are on week 7. We're going to talk about a little bit of solutions that you should be presenting to your companies as consultants, maybe even creating new products for them. We're going to talk about the midterms are in, and I'll have them graded for you probably by Monday. I'm going to work on them this weekend, so everybody should get the midterms back by then. We're going to talk about solutions to some of your consulting things, and then I'm going to talk briefly about the final project. We are going to meet in a Zoom meeting, me and your group, and then that way you guys can ask any questions, and then you can talk about your businesses and your consulting and all that other good stuff, and I will give you feedback on that in person. We're going to take a 15-minute break and then continue with more presentations. So we're talking about 7, 8, and 9 in the solutions portion of your book. Building share of wallet, shift to a sweet spot, and leverage your core competencies. So we spoke a little bit last week about core competencies. We're going to speak a little bit more about them today. Build share of wallet. So sell more products to meet customers' needs. And then, as you know, Amazon used to sell books. Now that they sell everything, tire companies and oil change places where you go to get your oil changed started offering a lot more services now because they have your car there. They have a hostage, as you will. Your car is already there. You might as well do the work while you're there, so you don't have to take it into the dealer and make a appointment 3 weeks ahead of time. And then restaurants. Would you like to supersize that apple pie with your Big Mac type of thing? So those are all kind of different things, how to build the share of wallet, how to add on. And then do you need, and also an example of that is your golfing. So do you need a bag? Do you need shoes? Do you need balls, tees? So that's not only do they hit you up for $100 for the to go up on the golf course, they hit you up with all this other good stuff: hats, shoes, balls, gloves, ugly Argyle socks. Okay. So ship to the sweet spot. Trader Joe's has been doing it for quite a few years. Aldi is new to the market. Of course, so they've been around for many, many years. They're a German company who also, incidentally, bought out Trader Joe's. Focus where highest margins can be made. Grocery is very competitive. Many of the same items are sold throughout different chains, so there's kind of a price war on them. But and it's difficult to differentiate your product from somebody else's on the shelves. So Trader Joe's has what they have called a private label. Many companies do have a private label for the grocery stores, but their private label's a little bit outside of the box, as they have different types of wines and other specialty products where you cannot find it anywhere else. There's some, I like buy some mochi from Trader Joe's that you can't get it anyplace else. A little bit different, we like it a little bit better. So we do a few things like that. High margin products not available elsewhere, so they can actually get away with charging a little bit more. So that's one of the things about shifting to the sweet spot. Dermatologist, I did my annual skin cancer checkup, and the doctor's assistant wanted me to sign a waiver so the doctor can automatically just go take a skin sample. I go, well, he hasn't even looked me over yet. And I go, oh, well, he'll take one anyway. So, but that is their bread and butter, the acne, the skin cancer. That's where they make all their money. But they also offer different services like Botox, enhancements, and they get disposable income, higher margin offerings, and they get more income doing that stuff like that. So offering face skincare products. So not just the acne and the skin cancer, but also offering a whole different things. So Botox, by the way, is botulism that you're injecting into your body, for those of you who didn't know that. So leverage core competencies. So hopefully you've identified what your core competencies are in your companies that you're consulting for, and you want to leverage these competencies. For example, Honda. So what is Honda known for? You guys can speak up anytime. Or I can call
Cars.
Honda is known for cars, yes. What is the main core competency of Honda?
Reliability.
Durability.
I have a Honda, it sucks. Reliability is terrible.
I said it was durability. Am I wrong?
Hondas are okay for liability on certain models not so great. Customer service, somebody put in the little chat box. What about what did Honda first build before they started building cars or anything else?
Bikes. Motorbikes.
Well, they started building motorbikes.
Yeah.
But
Wasn't
the
it
number one
construction
thing
equipment?
that Honda built is engines. That's what Honda is known for, is building engines. Their core, every single thing in here is an engine, has an engine in it. So their core competencies is they can build engines for many different products, anything from a snowblower, lawnmower, from a motorcycle, a quad, and even a car. That is what they're known for. The Honda motors are known for going for on and on and on, right? Kind of like a Toyota. I got like 600,000 miles in my Toyota Tacoma. Okay, so the core competencies, Procter & Gamble, what do they focus on? Personal products, right? Things in the household.
Yeah, that's correct.
Okay, so Pampers, Balance, Tide, Ivory, all these things are personal items you find in the household. So distinctive competencies in the value chain. So you guys remember the value chain, right? Support activities and primary activities. The two main
value chain.
Two main functions. Okay. So in Honda, the snowplow, business one makes a snowplow and business two makes a lawnmower. So in business one, the core competency that is similar is the procurement. So many of the parts for the motors are the same, so they can buy in huge bulk and distribute throughout their companies. And then another thing is the same is the technological development. So the engine's always being developed and it's being used in many, many different products across many companies that Honda owns. So these are core competencies or the synergies that leverage distinctive competencies throughout the whole company. Okay, so how would you build your share of wallet with your company?
Let's see. Probably would begin a preschool or elementary school along with the church.
Okay, so that would be an add-on, right? Would you like fries with that burger?
While we are at it, might have a little restaurant on the side.
Well, I mean, restaurants are infamous for doing that. Would you like an apple pie? How about breakfast at midnight through the drive-through? So,
Yeah.
the building a share of wallet is something you need to think outside of the box. And is your company in a position where it can actually do that, which yours can, right? So
Yeah.
if you have the facilities, you can start a daycare, you can start a grade school. All you need to do is come up with a curriculum and a teacher.
That's correct.
Okay. Can your firm switch to the sweet spot?
What's that? You mentioned it. I wasn't sure about it.
Sweet spot. Remember we mentioned sweet spot? All the way up. Balls, clubs. Oh, whoops. The Trader Joe's example. So you can sell something that is everybody else doesn't have. Like for example, the pool equipment company. Is there something that you can do, or not pool equipment, the selling to Amazon, the pool stuff? Is there something that you can sell branded that they can't buy anywhere else? So can you create a brand? Can you create something a little bit different that nobody else has on Amazon? Of course, as soon as Amazon sees you're successful at it, they're going to copy it and sell it. But,
That's what I was.
that goes without saying. Okay, and can you identify where the sweet spot is? So when you're looking at your companies, is this something that you can apply to your companies? So how would your firm leverage its core competencies in a new product? For example, the company that's selling the pool accessories to Amazon, is there something that you can do that's new that nobody's done before? Something of that nature, or any of the other companies, the wine company, what can they do? Put wine slushies in a bottle? I don't know. Is there something they can do
Gross.
outside of the box? All right. So find out what the core competency is and leverage it, which you guys should be well on your way of doing right now since we're in the 7th week. So do you ever see someone doing something else and say, hey, we can do that better? Hey, we can make that wine better. Hey, we can make that pool toy better. We can make that sushi plate better. So how can you make something better that your competition's already doing? All right, transformation, more strategies for repositioning your business. We talked a little bit about this earlier in the semester. Declare victory and move on, keep the knowledge, switch the business, cash out and double down. So is there anybody have a company where they think they should recommend to them to just close business, cash out, get out, do something different? Maybe, yes, no? Okay. So remember we talked about the stars, question marks, cash cows, and dogs. So if you can identify those, you ask yourself, should you invest and reinvest? And then leverage old knowledge into new business. So how do you turn a taxi cab company into an Uber company? Which new emerging businesses or question marks should you reinvest profits in? That's one of the hardest things is the question mark, simply because you don't know if they're going to do well. You don't know how the industry is going to develop or turn, or if COVID's going to come by and just knock everything out, except for Amazon and a few other companies, Zoom. Okay. So declare victory and move on. What would you do with that? A dog? Low market growth, low market share, cash neutral, divest, sell it off. GE sells off many other divisions all the time. Just lately, they sold off GE Capital. We used to use them in my industry, in the medical industry, and then coal power. They sold their coal power plants. Not that, coal power has been slowly declining over the years. Whether you believe it's political or not, it has been dying as more other technologies develop and become and replace it. But it's still one of the, it's still a very viable company. But with the help of the current administration, they're trying to close down all of that and move to other types of energy. Okay. So we talked about stars, high market growth, high market share, cash neutral. So those you hold on to and build up the business until they become very profitable. The question mark, the problem child, high growth, high market growth. You don't know exactly what's going on. It's taking some cash to build it. So you see, and then the cash cow, like in my industry with the ink and the razor blades, you pretty much give a printer away for free, or you give the razor blade away for free, and then you make the money off of replacement ink and replacement blades. Okay. So everybody's going to have a Zoom meeting with me in week 8 or week 9. The 27th is when it is. And then, can everybody see this?
Yes, I think it's week 9, the 27th.
Okay, the 27th, May 27th Zoom meeting. So we already have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 groups already signed up. Okay, so we have 5 groups. And we have 10 spots. So everybody, and it's during class time, so I don't want to hear any excuses your group can't make it. All right, guys. So that's all I have. I told you it's gonna be short and sweet. All right. So Raz, take it away. Tell me what's going on, and then give me your slide presentation.
Okay. Essentially, volunteers are telling me what they might do. One of them said he was going to look into Clubhouse, and that's a new technology that was formerly by invitation only, but it looks like in order to broaden the market, they are now making it available to people, and that it is free like Zoom, but the thing is that it probably can have a whole lot of people, perhaps more than what Zoom has now, for the same amount of pay to play. So this guy will investigate it and let us know more about that. Then there was also a member who suggested that we probably should just go on our own, because I was asking people to go to the various church sites in order to try and glean some information and knowledge that will help us to build ours. They said, let's just go with our basics, put our basic information there. That would be good enough. That's essentially what is taking place with respect to the latest developments.
Okay, perfect. Why don't you go ahead and give your slideshow?
Okay. Let's see here. What should I do here? Let's see.
Share screen and then click on your slide.
Can't see anything there. What's okay? Share screen. Let's see. Full screen. Oh, that's not what I wanted. Okay, share screen. Share.
Timer's on.
Okay.
Go ahead.
So the first screen, okay, is you know, YouTube and Facebook. So I told them we were going to look at, another social media item. And so I looked into podcast and into web, creating a website and then blog, but there was only enough space for me to speak about podcast. So next update, I'm going to include the information on blog and setting up a website. So with respect to this particular update, we went through some of the things of our previous agreements in previous updates, which we have here. The beginning of the engagement, the goal of the engagement, our market, the bi-county region of Riverside, and then the timelines in which to complete the entire project. So after that, a new development, which is introducing podcast. And there we spoke about some of the advantages. The podcast, it can reach some 67 million Americans. So we thought that was an advantage. A disadvantage is that it might require real devotion. You have to have people who can commit their time to be able to bring it up to date, week after week. And so that might be something that, in order to go with that, we have to be very sure if that is what we are going to want to do, because we probably don't have the human resources that would tackle that. Then the next update would deal with blogs and websites. So that's what we have on queue. And then the summary is the present update reiterated the previous decisions, presented its research on Facebook and YouTube, showed their advantages and disadvantages, reiterated Holy Faith Ministry had a renewal candidate score of 82, but noted that this is not a factor to investigate in this consultancy. But it was just good for them to know that we qualify for renewal in terms of the score we have. And then we indicated that the blog and website are in line for next presentation during the next update. Basically, that's all. Did I make 5 minutes?
You're a little less than 5 minutes, so you're good. Okay. So
Okay.
next time you present, put your monitor in full presentation mode.
Yeah, I thought it was.
No, it wasn't. So other than that, pretty good. Does anybody have any questions? All right. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
All right, group number 9. And group number 9 did an excellent job on their report today, or turning in their report. They updated their cover page. Looks nice. And they put little borders on their paper. I print everything up. I think I told you guys that, right? I print everything up. So, however, they didn't put their group number on there, and they didn't put page numbering. But other than that, they did pretty good. So since you didn't put your group number, you guys don't get credit, right? Yeah? No?
Yeah.
All right. So tell me what's going on, group number 9, LinkedIn China project.
Are we gonna do the presentation now or just a short report?
I just want you to share with me and the group what's going on briefly, very briefly, and then give your presentation like we've been doing for the last few weeks.
Oh, this week we have a long conversation with our contactor, and then we give her a campaign and how to get more exposure on like Subway or any other platform, and she is very appreciated that we give that campaign that is very useful. And in the presentation, we will present all of this to you.
Okay. So if you can see this, group 9 did a very good job on their cover page. They used fill-in ink, so they're going to use up all my ink on my printer, but that's okay. Good thing I own a printing business, right? So go ahead and give your presentation, and we'll go from there.
Okay. Can you guys see the PowerPoint yet?
Can you do a full screen on this?
I think this is okay. Hello everyone, we are group 9. Hello everyone, we are group 9, and today we will be keep on presenting the LinkedIn China project analysis. Our focus point on this presentation will be on the 2-year brand journal of LinkedIn, campaign strategy, campaign slogan, member selection, film shooting, creative idea, Baidu advertisement, and media mix. The first section will focus on LinkedIn China's 2-year brand. In this case, the campaign goal is to help the LinkedIn China to enhance brand awareness and increase new users. This will be realized by inviting members who have traffic in LinkedIn China to do relevant advertisement. This will increase the visibility, brand awareness, and brand engagement with the target the audience. Similarly, the brand campaign will integrate online and offline promotion. Online advertisement is regarded as the effective way of reaching a wider potential target market because of the wide audience available on online platform. Therefore, it will be effective in increasing LinkedIn brand awareness. So I think the key benefit of the online and offline advertisement is that it helps in boosting unaided awareness such that the LinkedIn will be viewed as a place to find and get a job, while increasing jobs brand perception in that it helps users find the right job. The campaign slogan. Moving forward, the company slogan is Better LinkedIn, Better Opportunity. This slogan is selected because it is an interruption and LinkedIn is ideal for customer, and the reason is easily with the target customers.
The follow service as evidence of effectiveness of the platform through real testimonies from members who found opportunity by staying in touch in LinkedIn. The first is Yi Chu Zhang, a creative partner who redefined his dream career by sending 15 emails to company HR managers. The second person is Rick Duan, a product operation specialist who reached out to the human resource manager of his dream company on LinkedIn when his business failed. And the other testimony also get very good experience in LinkedIn. And this is next slide, please. And to show the evidence of this, a film will be shot, including all the members who shared their testimonies. The key element that will be captured is first, the cultural tension, where the transmission of LinkedIn brand culture will be discussed. The next element is member story, where they will share their real story from using LinkedIn China. And further, the brand message will be discussed, while a new one will be delivered on better LinkedIn, better opportunity. Next slide, please. This is our sample KV. We use our School of Business team, Yu Zhang Wang, to do this sample KV, and you guys can see what is good or not. I think it's pretty beautiful. And next slide, please. For Baidu as index in these images is an indicator similar to Google index that reflect brand awareness, search volume, and the trend for certain keywords on Baidu. This often results from marketing campaign or key company announcement. Next slide, please. 4 key media platforms will be used as a strategy to enhance brand visibility. The 3 are elevator, subway, bus, and the digital platform. For the elevator, a digital screen covering office will be installed as well as an in-elevator poster. For subway, there will be 2 light bulbs set in several stations and 7 light bulbs set in Jing'ansi station in Shanghai. For the bus, 15 each bus will be used to carry poster advertising linking. Finally, for digital media, digital media video ads on top 5 video platforms as well as feed ads on Chinese Twitter. And this is our presentation. Thank you for all of listening and time. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Any questions, concerns? Anybody have any questions for him?
Yeah, my question is, what was that picture of the dean doing there? I didn't quite get it.
This is just for a sample for our KB.
What now?
So did that kind of shock you when I put TikTok in there? You guys didn't probably think I didn't even know what TikTok was, did you? Is that a yes or a no? Actually, I have a very good friend who works at Twitch. So the guys who've been telling me about the esports, already up on it. Okay. So group number 8, you are up next. So group number 8, who's the one responsible for turning in the report this week? Who's going to take credit for that?
Yes, Professor. Actually, our group member Jan has sent you the report today.
Okay. So there was no name on it, no names at all. There was no group number. There wasn't a logo. There's nothing. What happened?
Really?
There's no page
For this
numbers.
week's report or the midterm reports?
There's nothing on it. I don't even know who it is. I don't even know who turned it in.
Pardon. So do you mean that you didn't receive any content in the document which we sent you, or you just missed our?
Remember I said I print everything out? Well, when I printed it out, nothing was on the first page. Your names weren't on it. Your group number wasn't on it. Nothing is on it.
Oh, okay. So you want the specific cover page, right?
For the last 7 weeks, that's what I've been saying, yes.
Oh, okay. I see. Got it. That's our fault.
All right, so what's going on with group number 8?
So you want us to like do this week's PowerPoint report right now, right?
I want you to tell me briefly what is going on with your company.
Yeah. So briefly, we just have another talk or a Zoom meeting with our client, the AES, and we have them give some feedback and comments on our previous report. And there are like 4 points they point out that we could like to improve, and we will like do this week and make a final version of our report to make a presentation to their management board on next week. That's our plan.
Okay, so
To be more specific about the 4 changes or the 4 points they point out, you can like see in our group presentation.
okay.
Yeah.
Go ahead with your presentation.
Okay. So Joanna.